road trip. And now your hosts, Matt and Brandon.
Welcome to Amusement Park Road Trip, where today we will be covering our second Christmas-themed amusement park, theme park, because after all, there's only 13 more sleeps till Christmas. What do you think about that, Brandon?
Yes, I think that's correct.
I text Brandon as soon as Christmas gets close. I start texting him every single day with the image of Kermit the Frog singing that song, and I say whatever day it is. 13 sleeps till Christmas.
And you would think it gets old, and it does.
We are going to a Christmas-themed haunted house, and so I should start doing that and be like, after all, there's only
3 more sleeps till Krampus.
Yeah, 3 more sleeps till Krampus. I think I did that last year too.
You need to do it in the Constantine voice, Kermit's
no, I don't know.
Alter ego.
Oh yeah,
the dude with the hood.
That's right.
That's his name, right? Constantine.
I don't know. I just always see that as the meme. I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's jump into this. So today we are talking about. I don't even know what to call this place because
North Pole, Colorado.
Well, yeah, but okay. So today we're talking about the North Pole in Cascade, Colorado, but it's also Santa's workshop at the North Pole. And even looking at their website, it isn't very clear because sometimes it says the North Pole and sometimes it says Santa's workshop. So we're going with the title of this park is the North Pole dash Santa's workshop in Cascade, Colorado.
Dash.
Yeah. Or should it be a colon?
I've been writing a lot of papers lately and I still don't know, but ChatGPT knows. So,
oh boy. So this, again, another interesting thing about this theme park. Christmas is, of course, the theme, and Santa's workshop. If you go to their website, it says our history, and you start reading on the history, and it talks about this theme park being designed by, I like this name, Arto, A-R-T-O, Arto, and his last name, Monaco.
Okay.
Monaco. I'll go with that. I for sure heard his granddaughter say Arto, so we'll just stick with Arto. It says that Arto built this theme park, but he built it in Lake Placid, New York. And so this is actually just a replica of that park. It was actually the Haggard family that built this theme park.
The Haggard family?
Haggard.
Oh.
Haggard. But it doesn't say Haggard family anywhere on the website in the history of the park. So I guess it's a humble group there. They don't want to take any credit. But it is the Haggard family that built it, and they still own and operate it. It is the son, I believe, of the original owner that now owns it, and his 2 kids work there with him. And they're all, of course, older. This park was announced March 10th in 1955. It's a special year for theme parks. It opened June 16th, 1956. So just a year after it was announced, a year and a few months. And like I mentioned...
I get it. Because that's when Disneyland opened, 1955.
Yep. Special year. Nothing gets by you, Brandon.
No, thanks to Google.
So yeah, the Haggard family still owns it and operates it. And it has 28 rides. And here's another discrepancy because on their website it says 7 shops. Enjoy 7 shops. And then this news video of Mr. Haggard talking about it says that there's 8 shops. So we're just going to go with 8 shops. Again, simple solution. I could have looked at a map and counted them, but their website does not have a map. You can see pictures of the map if you Google search it, but there's not a map to find. All right, that's all the boring stuff. We got that out of the way. Here are some fun facts, and I think these are actually pretty fun, in my opinion, of course. So in the 1940s, an 8-year-old girl told Arto, who's the artist, she told him what she believes.
Arto, the artist, he picked the right job.
Yeah. It's like Les McBurney, the firefighter. Les McBurney. That's a real firefighter's name. So Arto the artist. So this 8-year-old girl described to him what she believed Santa Claus's home and village looked like. And then he took that description and translated it and made it the blueprints for the actual village, which again, he built in Lake Placid, New York. So that's pretty cool. A girl designed this, a little 8-year-old girl, of what she thought it would look like. The first rides opened in 1958. So just a few years after the park actually opening, 2 years after. And the first rides included a minecart pulled by a donkey, a stagecoach, and the most exciting thing, an authentic fire engine. So things are really exciting in 1958. The elevation for this park, so it is in Cascade, Colorado, but it's at the foot of Pikes Peak.
To be at the foot of a waterfall.
It should be at the foot of a waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping there'd be a waterfall.
Cascade Park.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Brandon, but I don't think there's a waterfall here.
No, but Cascade, that's like a waterfall thing, so it should be.
Oh,
Gosh.
Is this one of those times you're making a joke and I don't get it?
Yes, we talked about this.
Yeah, sorry. Well, anyway, it is at the foot of Pikes Peak. The elevation of this park is 7,400 feet above sea level. So that's more than a mile high for all our Australian listeners.
So
how many feet are in a mile?
You could join the Mile High Club at this park.
You could.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't encourage you to do it, though. This is a children's theme park, Brandon. Come on.
Okay.
But yes, you could join the Mile High Club.
You'd definitely get yourself on the naughty list if you did that.
So the fact that it's 7,400 feet above sea level, it has this pretty small Ferris wheel. It is not big at all. But
wait, what does that have to do with how high it is?
It's the highest altitude Ferris wheel in the world.
But who cares if it's a big Ferris wheel? It's not going to make you that much. I mean, a couple extra feet from a big Ferris wheel isn't going to like restrict your oxygen that much.
But it's still the highest. They get to say that. It's the highest in the world. It's a small Ferris wheel, but it's the highest. So,
okay, I see your point.
Yeah.
If someone tries to compete for them, they could just make it a little bit bigger.
Probably. It's old, and I'm not necessarily afraid of heights, but I'm terrified of Ferris wheels.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
So we couldn't be the Ferris wheel boys.
No. We like to keep it on the ground, mostly on the ground, with the carousel boys.
That's kind of...
It's going up and down, I know. I said mostly on the ground, Brandon. Here's the last fun fact. This one's pretty cool. It is an official post office. So if you write a letter to the North Pole in Colorado, zip code 80809, your letter is going there. So in the park, there is an official U.S. post office, which is pretty cool. So why don't we take a walk through the park? All right, so for this walk through the park, it's a tiny park, and there's a lot of very, very generic amusement park style rides. So we're not going to really talk about those. We're going to talk about the unique rides in Santa's workshop, not in Santa's workshop, in the North Pole. So the first one, not much to talk about, but it is the candy cane coaster, and it is painted like a candy cane. It's one of those tiny little coasters for little kids that just goes in a loop. You go up the lift hill like 3 times. And I saw a video. It didn't seem busy because there's one kid just sitting in the back, and it was hilarious watching him whip around. Just this tiny little kid, no adult with him, getting whipped around by the candy cane coaster. The next ride is the Christmas tree ride. And this one's actually pretty cool. So it's the helicopters that spin around kind of like a Dumbo style spinning ride where you pull down on the bar and it lifts up. But the thing you're spinning around is this giant Christmas tree, and the tree is much bigger than, or much higher than the actual helicopters can go. So that's the Christmas tree ride. There's the Peppermint Slide, which I think you can see from almost anywhere. It's kind of the weenie of the park.
The what?
The weenie.
The weenie of the park.
Yeah.
The weenie. What does that mean?
You know what that means.
No, I don't.
Walt, that was Walt's thing all the time. Like the park weenies. The castle's a weenie. Matterhorn's a weenie. The thing that gets you to look over there and go over there.
To look at the weenie?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I guarantee you've heard it and you just never paid attention.
If I heard weenie, I would have paid attention.
Go ahead and Google search Walt's Wiener.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, that's what they're called, weenies. So the Peppermint Slide is this giant structure, and fiberglass. It looks like fiberglass Santa Claus standing on top of it. And it's just a slide that goes on the outside around the candy cane. It's actually pretty cool. It looks like the slide could go pretty fast, but it also looks like a metal slide that really heats up in the summer day. You know, that feeling of laying down on one of those slides and burning your back.
Burning your weenie?
Yeah.
If you go down belly first?
Yeah. So that's the Peppermint Slide. Man, now I want to eat peppermint. Just saying that word. I'm hungry. There's one of the newest rides. I think it actually is the newest ride. It's Santa's sleigh ride, and it is a zip line. So 2 people sit down in this bench, and then there's a cutout of Santa and reindeer, and you go up backwards up this huge zip line. You get to the top, and then you zip down. There's a whip ride, and the only reason I mention this is because each of the carts are Santa's reindeers. So
Oh, that's fun.
it's fun. Fun paint job. There's a petting zoo, which includes deer, which is interesting, and an alpaca. I was watching a YouTube video, and the guy was like, I mean, I understand deer with Santa, but what is Santa going to do with an alpaca? And it just made me laugh. This is the last ride we're going to talk about. So there's a swinging boat ride.
Oh, yes.
And I want you to guess the theme of this swinging boat ride.
It's a Christmas themed swinging boat ride. It's going to be Noah's Ark. Okay. I'm assuming from the silence that's not it. Swinging Christmas theme swinging. The Nutcracker. It's a rocking horse.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Okay. Let's try again.
You want me to tell you?
The Snow Globe.
How would you, a swinging snow globe?
I don't know. What is it?
It's a space shuttle.
Okay.
It's a NASA ship. It's a space shuttle.
Yeah.
And they just bought this from some other amusement park that closed, but why couldn't they retheme that to something?
To what though?
Santa's sleigh. You're
Santa's
sitting in
spaceship.
Santa's sleigh.
Santa's visiting Mars. Yeah,
When I hear Christmas and I hear swinging, I think of the Key Party and the Grinch. That keeps me up at night of why that scene is included.
The what?
The Key Party.
The Key Party.
So the
Grinch.
Grinch.
In the Jim Carrey Grinch?
Jim Carrey Grinch.
What, you wonder why that's kept in?
Yeah.
'Cause
You
it's
know what a
funny.
Key Party is, right?
Yeah. So if they drink too much.
I can't
take
tell if
their
you're serious
keys.
or not.
Isn't that how it works?
I can't tell if you're serious or not. You know what a Key Party is?
Yes. It's when you take your keys. Yeah, I got nothing.
You don't. You didn't watch that 70s show and it shows.
I did watch that 70s show. Oh, is it
There's
like a swinger thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So at the end of the night, you grab somebody's keys and that's who you're going home with. And that's in the Grinch.
Okay, so the swinging ship should have been a Key Party ship because it's a swinger ship.
It should have been a giant key.
Okay. A giant key. That would make more sense than a space shuttle.
And it'd be the swinging party.
Yes.
Yeah,
like
the space shuttle, it looks really cool. It looks old and retro.
Is it enclosed?
Nope. And it's only facing
Interesting.
one way. So it's only half of like the normal swingy ships we're used to. People face each other. It's only half of that so that everybody's facing one way.
That's weird.
So it is actually really cool and retro, like I said, but you would think they would theme it to Christmas or to the North Pole
Or to the Keys.
or to the Keys. Yeah. So that's it for the rides that we're covering.
Dang it.
But of course, we have to talk about Santa's home because that's where you get to meet Santa almost year round. This park is open almost year round. They do close in January and February, I think, for maintenance stuff. But Santa's there.
In Colorado, that's a terrible time for maintenance.
Yeah. Well, imagine going there in December. It says dress, like if you go on their website, it's like dress in layers because we are in the mountains. But Santa's home. You get to meet Santa. There's a nice fireplace, of course, and he's in his seat. I'm sure you can tell him what you want for Christmas. Yeah. So pretty cool place. I think you can meet Mrs. Claus there as well, but I did not see her. It also snows around Santa's house, but we'll get to that later in the quiz portion.
Okay. There's a quiz. All right.
There's a quiz. Yeah. Only 2 questions. Not a lot of content for this park. There's also Santa's Chapel. So this is pretty cool. It's pretty small, but it has some beautiful stained glass windows. The very front of the chapel is a nativity. Looks like a really nice nativity setup with like dolls. So it's not very big. So there is plexiglass in front of the nativity, and there's a slot for you to put money in there.
Yeah.
Which is funny to me that would be like the spot to do donations because there's this really nice nativity and there's nothing in between where you put your money and the nativity. So people are just throwing their dollar bills on baby Jesus.
So bad.
It's just a weird spot to put the donations.
Take it another
also,
level.
Yeah. It's
people
like
associate with
guilt.
the church with with the giving of money. So, there you go.
Yeah,
Pass the donation plate.
exactly. And it's like, here's this beautiful representation of Jesus Christ being born. Please give us your money. So,
because
I
Jesus
mean,
loves money. You know him.
a park like this, of course, you have to donate. They need donations probably. And I would be happy to donate. It's just a weird place for you to put a donation box, but that stuck out to me. And the last thing we're going to talk about right outside of Santa's house is Elmer the Elf Show. Elmer is an animatronic elf, and he's playing a cigar box guitar, and he's just singing and telling jokes. And he's a country elf.
We like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So we'd probably stand there for a good 10 minutes to watch the whole show. And the last thing to mention before we're done walking through is a few of the shops. There's Santa's Workshop, of course, where the toy shop. And then there is glass blowing. So that's it for the park. And now it's quiz time.
Oh boy.
You and I have been talking about how we grow our audience. And episodes like this, I don't think we're not getting a lot of growth from these kind of episodes.
What do you mean by that?
It's just kind of it's tough because we're passionate about this. So we like to cover the small places. But if people aren't subscribed and are just scrolling through and they see this, they're like, I don't recognize that place. I'm not going to listen.
Mm.
So, and there's a ton of fun, exciting stuff to cover.
Yeah.
It's just cool, the history of it.
It's a cool park. It may not be on our radar or anyone else's. They're not watching vloggers go to this place.
You know who did visit this place?
Probably Justin.
No.
Probably the carpetbagger.
The carpetbagger, my boy, Jacob. Have I told you I've met him before?
You've told me, but you haven't told the podcast.
Oh, I told you probably 100 times. I was even in one of his videos. Anyway, yeah, Jacob the carpetbagger visited here. And watching that video, I almost sent you the video, but then all the questions for the quiz came from that video. So I decided not to share it. I'll share it after this.
I think this is the content people are here for, to be honest with you. I think
for us to ramble.
No, ramble, no.
We're not
talk
rambling.
about the hard facts about Santa's village, Santa's palace, Santa's, what is it called?
It's Santa's workshop.
Right, Santa's workshop.
It's the North Pole.
Please proceed with the quiz. Please make it stop.
Oh, all right. Question number 1. Statement number 1. It is snowing at the entrance.
I have a question. Why don't I see any tots? You probably don't get that quote.
No, I don't.
It's a Friends quote from the Thanksgiving episode. Joey comes in and says, "Hey, Monica, I got a question. Where are the tots? I don't see any tots." So, that's not a question. Anyway, move along.
All right, I'll separate it. So the statement, it is snowing at the entrance of Santa's house.
Okay.
Here's the question. What is making the snow? Is it A, a snowman sneezing out the snow? B, an elf holding a snow globe and it looks like the snow is coming out of the snow globe? Or C, a snowman blowing it out of a bubble wand?
I'm going to go ahead and say B, the snow globe.
That is incorrect, Brandon.
It
is a snowman sneezing it out.
Disgusting.
And he's got his hands up to his face like he is sneezing into his hands. And Jacob, the carpetbagger, points it out. He's like, it's snowing out here, but looking at this, it's a snowman sneezing snow out. So it's pretty funny. Question number 2, and your final question. Go for 50% here. What famous dinosaur do you encounter on the antique car ride? So we did not mention this when we were taking a walk through the park, but there's an antique car ride. What famous dinosaur do you encounter? Is it A, Barney dressed as Santa? B, just a classic T-Rex. Everybody knows it. It looks like it's from Jurassic Park. Or C, the Sinclair Oil green dinosaur.
I'm going to say C because we're in Colorado and it's by the place where Sinclair is from.
That is correct.
Yeah. Wait, where's Sinclair Oil? Is it Utah? Is it here? I think it is.
I believe it's in Utah.
So, but I'm glad that I got it right. So I'm 50 for 50. 50. What do you call it?
50%.
Here's a funny thing. I always listen to way too much sports stuff.
Yeah.
And they always say this team is 500, above 500. I had to Google and find out I know what it means, but I wanted to know, what does that actually mean? Why is it 500?
Oh yeah. I always
Yeah.
wondered that too when I first heard about batting averages.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's 500 and then you get to 1. If you were at 1, you're at 100%. But 500 anyways. Everybody really needs to know that. Just so you know.
Thank you for filling in our listeners
Yeah, you're welcome.
so they can get that.
Don't even remember why I said that now.
Because you're 1 for 2. You failed the test.
1 for 2. I got a 50% on the quiz.
I was
am not
interested.
above 500.
No, you were not. I was interested when I saw the green dinosaur, and I was thinking that looks like a Sinclair dinosaur, which if you don't know what that is, Sinclair is a gas station, and they have these dinosaurs in front of them. And some of them get really festive and put Halloween costumes on them and then put Christmas decorations on them.
But they don't dress them at St. Patrick's Day.
No, they don't have to dress them.
They're already
green. So yeah. So when I saw it, I was like, is that a Sinclair dinosaur? Because you really don't see them too far from where we're from. They're mostly around here. But anyway, that's the quiz. So Brandon, what do you want to ride?
Can you tell me what the rides were again?
Did you want me to give you your answer?
The Peppermint Slide.
Oh, that's a good one. Looks pretty cool. See if you burn your back.
Or, yeah, my back.
It looks pretty cool. It'd be fun to climb up there. The tough thing about this place is that it is so small. There weren't a ton of videos. So I wanted to see what the inside looked like. If it was like a spiral staircase to get up to the top, because it's a round structure.
Jacob,
it's not very big. How do you get up to the top? But couldn't find anything.
I might change my answer actually to the Ferris wheel to say I've been on the highest Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That was the answer I was going to give you.
Oh, sorry. What would you like to ride?
No.
What would
that
be
wasn't
your
my
choice?
answer. That was my answer I was going to give to you.
Oh, okay.
When you were like, what rides are there?
Yeah. Well, Matt, what ride would you ride if you went here?
I think I have to do Santa's sleigh.
Yeah.
The zip line, just so you can say you've done it.
You've taken the flight on Santa's sleigh?
Yeah. That'd be pretty fun. Or the Christmas tree ride is pretty cool. Just the airplanes, but how big that Christmas tree is spinning around is actually really cool. So that'd be a fun one to do.
Yeah.
But, oh wait, you hear that, Brendan?
What?
It's the music for our carousel review.
Oh, how could I forget?
How could you forget? Man, I saved it too. And there's actually some good information on this carousel. So they do have a carousel. I did not mention it before.
Cheater.
I know. So it's a classic wooden carousel that was built in 1919. So we got an old one, over 100 years old, built by the Herschel Spillman Company. It is a traveling country fair style carousel. That's hard to say. It is a traveling country fair. That's why it's hard to say, because that's not right. It's a traveling county fair style carousel.
Come down to the country fair.
That's a big fair. The World's Fair, I guess, but I've never heard of a country fair. So it originally had 2 rows of horses and 2 double chariots, but they altered it. Can you guess what they put on this carousel instead of horses?
I bet it's reindeer.
It's reindeer. So
because
according
what's
to
better than having 1 reindeer themed ride? Having 2.
I think there's more than 2, but yes,
having
you're right.
3.
According to the owner, Tom Haggard, the carousel was possibly in Oklahoma and Manitowoc Springs, Colorado.
Good work. That's
a
great.
tough one. Manitowoc. Prior to being in its current location since 1966. So it's been there a long time. And so in keeping with the Christmas theme, the 9 metal reindeer were added in place of some of the horses, but they retained 12 of the original wooden horses and chariots. So pretty cool history. I love carousels. We talked about it last time. What's so magical about carousels? I don't know, but I love them. I was unable to find any footage of this, but I'm going to assume they play Christmas music when you're going around on this carousel.
Ooh, they play the Calliope Christmas music.
I don't know if I've heard that version of any Christmas songs, but
what would that sound like?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's imagine.
Do 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 do.
Bop bop bop.
And there'd be smashing plates.
Oh, dude, we should start writing our own Calliope.
Carousel
We
music?
should write our own carousel music. Gosh dang it. $1 million idea.
Yeah,
Copyright. Nobody can take that.
with like the little zzz, doot, doot, like the little horns and all that, and
I think
breaking
we're
glasses.
thinking more of those like one-man bands. There's that
Yeah.
scene of I Think You Should Leave
Yeah.
where Fred, what's his name?
Oh,
Fred
I don't know
Willard?
his name. I know who he is, but
That guy, he's got his one-man band or his piano thing in the funeral. Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
that's exactly what I'm imagining. That's why I keep mentioning breaking the glasses or the plates, shattering the plates. And every now and then, I mean, imagine you're at a funeral and somebody starts playing one of those organs, and then it's like zzz, all those like crazy sound effects. Anyway, I do have a question for you about the
I can't wait to
carousel.
write Calliope music. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I have a question for you about the carousel. So this is like a bonus question. So we'll count this as a quiz. It's a fill in the blank, though. I'm not giving you options. Who do you think is the lead horse or reindeer for this carousel?
Well, my assumption would be Rudolph, but I'm thinking by the question that's probably wrong.
Is that your final answer?
Dasher.
No, don't do that. Just stick with your gut.
It's Dasher.
Just be alphabetical order.
Alphabetical order.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet. Oh, it's Comet. In order of the song.
You know that? Oh, not alphabetical in the
Not
order
alphabetical. It's in the
Okay, so it's
song.
Dasher.
Are you sure? You don't want to change your answer.
Just tell me.
It's Rudolph. Now you got 33%.
That wasn't an official quiz.
I just said it was.
I
was hoping to give you 66%. And you failed. Anyway, yeah, it is Rudolph and his red nose so bright that leads. He's the head horse. He's not a horse. He's the head reindeer. That leads the carousel. Pretty cool history. I forgot to ask before we did the carousel review, what food would you eat? Now, this has typical, probably not great theme park, amusement park food.
At the end of that video you sent me, they basically say the same.
Yeah, but everywhere I looked for food, there was ice cream. And I will never say no to ice cream. I don't know if I know, Brandon. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, here's a quiz for you. So you only get one question. So good luck.
Mint chocolate chip.
No. Ugh.
Oh no, I know it. Sorry,
I don't
I'm
need
sorry I said that.
toothpaste.
It's cookies and cream.
No, you are also wrong again. So
Rocky Road.
No. Ugh.
Vanilla. You're a vanilla man.
Ugh. No.
Chocolate.
No, even worse.
You hate ice cream.
No, I don't.
Dippin' Dots.
All right, it's a good place to end this episode.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
You haven't guessed it yet. You have to guess it.
Play-Doh.
We might be here all night. No.
Cherry Garcia.
No.
Half baked.
No. You're getting too specific. You need to be
Strawberry.
more general. No.
I feel like I've said all the general ones.
You have
Chocolate,
not.
vanilla, strawberry,
No.
candy cane,
No.
spearmint,
No. Spearmint? Spearmint is a flavor?
peppermint.
No.
Peppermint is what I meant.
No spearmint, no peppermint.
Oh, Tillamook mudslide.
No, you're getting too specific again.
Is it obvious? Black licorice.
It's way obvious. It's one of the most popular flavors.
Oh, cookie dough.
I'm gonna Google. Okay, finally, after 20 guesses.
It's cookie dough.
Yes. Most popular ice cream flavors.
You can't go wrong with Neapolitan. There's something
Neapolitan. All right, go ahead and guess mine then. If we're gonna play this game.
No, I already took my quizzes. You can ask me next time.
Okay. I like
I'm gonna
Tillamook.
guess Tillamook mudslide.
No, that is one of my favorites, though. It's up there. Tillamook.
Strawberry.
Nope.
Peppermint.
Nope.
Rocky Road.
Nope.
Cookies and cream.
Nope.
Cherry Garcia.
That's not Tillamook.
Oh, it has to be a Tillamook flavor.
It is very specific.
Vanilla, cookies and cream,
Nope.
strawberry, chocolate chip, butter pecan, chocolate chip cookie dough, mint chocolate chip, caramel, Neapolitan.
Yep.
Neapolitan?
Mint chocolate chip.
Oh,
Theirs is so good. It's white ice cream. So usually mint chocolate chips like green. It's white and the chocolate is big chunks of chocolate. Ooh, man, now I want some. They even have mint chocolate chip Tillamookies, which you still need to have.
ooh, I have had those. I sent you pictures of them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, I have something to play for you.
Is this it?
Oh yeah, we need a carousel with that. So no, this is not from the carousel in Santa Claus Land or whatever it's called, but
The North Pole, Brandon.
the North Pole.
Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
Why do you think carousel is themed around Christmas? I don't know. That's weird.
What?
There's like always carousel decorations for Christmas. Why is that?
I don't know.
It's a strange thing.
We're gonna have to have a deep dive on that since we're the carousel boys.
We are the carousel boys. We've drugged this episode way too long.
Yeah,
Um,
killing me. Ice cream. Wow, man, we did a hard tangent. Ice cream.
food. Yeah, I'm getting ice cream.
Yeah, we're gonna eat ice cream here. That's perfect. Okay, moving on.
Well, we're moving on to closing out this episode. But before we do so, Brandon, I have some exciting news.
Oh boy.
Last night, about 8 o'clock, I get an email. Somebody used our affiliate link. Magic Candle
What?
Company.
Finally,
Somebody used our link.
we have
I haven't
listeners.
I haven't seen how much they bought. We get 10%.
Oh boy.
So you can expect me Venmoing you some of that money.
Oh boy.
I think I might build a swimming pool in my backyard with that much money we're getting.
You are gonna
So-
owe me 70 cents.
Don't ruin it. So I'm glad somebody finally used it. Now we can say that. Somebody
it
used-
works. It
and
actually
it works. It actually works. So what we're talking about.
And I think, I don't know, but I think they still also used a coupon code. So you can
For
use the coupon code
Yeah.
and get the affiliate credit as well.
Cyber Monday, they probably saved 25%.
They probably did. They probably used Magic 25.
Yep. That was the code. Yeah. I looked. I was looking.
Yeah, I looked too. I mean, I just was curious.
Just
you
a
know,
guess.
Just a guess.
So anyway, if you want to smell Christmas this year, what better way than visiting Magic Candle Company and getting some of the best Christmas scents out there? Christmas is my favorite time for scents. I love it. Pine trees, cinnamon, all that good stuff. And there's always sales going on at magiccandlecompany.com. If you are interested, we have an affiliate link in our description which somebody used. So go click that link. They'll take you to the site. Put in your order, put in the discount code they give you, and
Make us some money.
we really appreciate it. So that's it.
No. I do have a final thought. We mentioned there's not a waterfall, but I do have a final thought.
Okay.
They need to retheme the snowman covering his mouth and below in snow. What do they need to retheme it to, you ask? Come Christmas, there's gonna be snow from my boys.
Nobody's gonna get that joke.
Snow from my boys.
Oh, that was too good. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. There's since the podcast is not visual, Brandon is holding. Well, I don't know.
I don't know what he does.
He's
Snow
shooting a gun.
from my boys.
He's gonna be shooting snow out of a gun. Oh, that was a good one. I'm so glad we ended on that. Oh, I'm so hot now from laughing. Yeah, come Christmas Day, there's gonna be snow for my boys. That's the retheme they're gonna do next year. So instead of the penguin, there'll be somebody standing up there with a handgun. I mean, not a handgun.
Wait, it was a penguin?
It was a penguin.
You said it was a snowman.
Oh, sorry, yeah. It was a snowman. It was a snowman. So next year, it's gonna be a guy with a finger gun, not a hand gun, but he's pointing his fingers like a gun, and the snow is gonna come out of there because there's gonna be snow for my boys. Anyway, another question. I have the answer to this for me. Would you really want to visit this park, Brandon?
Go out of my way, probably not. But
Yeah.
if I was in the area, sure.
If this was in Heber, Utah, I go ride the Polar Express, get off. This park's there. I'm gonna go there. So yeah, if this park was close, and also another cool thing, we didn't even mention prices, but if you're an adult going in non-peak season, so non-Christmas time, if you're an adult going and you're not riding any rides, you're free. Just walk right through.
Oh boy.
Just like Knoebels, pay for the rides, or you get an unlimited pass. But they do charge you during the Christmas season, which starts in November. So
Starts in about November.
yep, starts in about November. Does this park have a waterfall? This is a question we ask with every episode because of Brandon's
already
obsessions with
answered it.
waterfall. No, they do not, but
I
they do
answered
have
it
a water
already.
wheel. You didn't say they had a water wheel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have a water wheel. So that's kind of, and I think that's it. This is actually a pretty cool park to look into. It's tiny, but a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun theming. So I think that'll do it.
That'll do.
And come Christmas time,
There's gonna be snow for my boys.
that's right. 13 more sleeps till Christmas. Good night. But you need like the horns and stuff. Like,
That was Silent Night, in case you didn't know.
oh, that was great. Great rendition. I got to take a break really quick.
Unacceptable.
Sorry, just 1 sec.
I'm going to text Lindsay and complain while Matt takes a break. I'd like to invite you all to my other podcast that is called Theme Park Road Trip, where we have deep discussions about important things related to theme parks. It is not at all associated with amusement park road trip, but it is much, much better. It's basically just a Disneyland podcast, though. So Matt's going to have a fun time editing this out.